Turn to ban.
G'day and welcome to Game 2 between T1 and Xtreme Gaming in this TI11 Last Chance Qualifier. T1 took Game 1, which I would say was unexpected. From what we saw yesterday between Xtreme and T1, T1 was starting to cop probably a fair bit of flack about how they performed in the games yesterday, but they've come out in Game 1 and sort of blasted away and taken the first one off Xtreme. Of course, this is a... Oh, okay. This is a best of 2 for a group stage, so there is no Game 3 regardless of what happens here. So if T1 can get a 2-0 here, that just completely throws the group stage on its head for Group B. That would be a real sort of spanner in the mix.
5 seconds remaining.
Initial bans, Marcy and Enigma, as expected. Can't let the Marcy through. Primal Beast and Undying as well. Yeah, Marcy and Primal Beast, I think, will just be more and more first phase bans as time goes on in this TI. And then first pick Silencer. I am baffled by this pick. So Silencer is normally picked in response to a big ulti, a big channel ulti, like a black hole, like an SF Requiem, and has limited effect against heroes that are able to take long fights and aren't so reliant on big spells. Now, Veno, as they saw in Game 1, takes long fights, isn't so reliant on big spells. Might have a lot of Plague Wards already planted on the deck. Tiny as well, yeah. You just pick a fast team. If you see a Silencer first pick, you just play quick. So Tiny, Veno, low cooldown spells. Obviously the Poison Nova is pretty high cooldown, but with the Gale and the
10 seconds
wards, you can move around quickly enough with that. You don't need the ulti.
5 seconds remaining.
So I'm just a little bit concerned that Xtreme are going to pick themselves into a bit of a corner here. They grab the Pango. They have to ban Bloodseeker. Yeah, so immediate Bloodseeker ban. You cannot play Pangolier with a Bloodseeker in the game. I think T1 have ruffled the feathers of Xtreme Gaming a bit. This first pick Silencer. Is this a support? Is it a core? What are they planning to do with this?
T1's turn to ban.
It's just going to put a halt to a fight. I just want to slow T1's momentum down with the global. But it's a long duration spell to slow down momentum. You know, I'd be thinking more of potentially getting a Centaur, so you can disengage or re-engage at will. If you're worried about the tempo of T1, Silencer, you can class global and it can sometimes have limited to no effect. If someone's already dead, global isn't going to save them. It does enable you to set up kills. If you're going to use this global aggressively. Okay, so that's maybe what Xtreme are going for. They want to get aggressive against T1. So they want to be able to get picks, global, and ensure that there's no counterplay. So I think that's fair enough if that's the way they want to play this. That would mean that they'd want heroes that are pick potential. So Bat Rider, you lasso someone, you global. So there's just no save for that lassoed target. And you get an immediate 5v4 in the fights. Saying that though, you use global and lasso, to get a pick like that. I guess Pangolier works the same. You get the blink roll onto a target and then you cast the global and there's no way to assist that hero. I mean, that works in theory, but when Lotus Orbs and Yules start coming out, Force Staffs, Glimmer Capes, it's not so good. Global Silence, it's not a global mute. Second phase bans SF, Terrorblade, and Lena for T1. Xtreme remove the Bloodseeker as spoken of, Quap, and Morphling. This is going to be quite a different draft to what we saw in Game 1.
5 seconds remaining.
The T1 have first pick in second phase. The tiny can be a 4 position. Okay, so T1 are keeping the cards close to the chest at the moment. I'm not sure if this is a mid-tiny, 4 tiny. I doubt it's a 1 tiny. I mean, it could be. It could be a Ana tiny.
Extreme Gaming.
Earthshaker, same way, could be either a 3 or a 4. I doubt it would be anywhere else. Incoming tops and Earthshaker mid. Rubik is the counter pick now, so Rubik is very good against Earthshaker. You steal the Fissure.
10 seconds remaining.
Fissure on Rubik is better than Fissure on Earthshaker, basically.
5 seconds
You get
remaining.
Avalanche is a nice steal as well. Even stealing the wards is pretty good. Just get your own wards down to control an area of the map, particularly like around a Roche fight. And then once you've got them down, you can just steal another spell, and away you go. I mean, this Silencer Rubik pick almost feels like you're playing against an Enigma, but Enigma is banned. These are the sort of picks you see against an opening, a first phase Enigma. Faceless Void is still in the pool. Wouldn't be great for T1 because they have 2 melee heroes already, although they don't have a lot of range, and you can follow up after the chrono is finished.
T1's turn to pick.
Okay, Xtreme have gone back to the Death Prophet, the ignored hero. Got nerfed in the mini patch after the qualifiers, so that the Spirit Siphon restore time is not as high, not as low as it used to be. Now it's a constant at all levels. So the Spirit Siphon is not as good as it used to be, along with a couple other minor nerfs as well. That's really the main one, the restore time on the Siphon. Now, we saw Death Prophet as a mid. We saw it as an offlane. Those are the 2 positions we mainly saw it, because, I mean, we even saw it as support. We saw Death Prophet anywhere. Teams were doing anything to fit a Death Prophet into their draft. So we'll have to see. At the moment, it looks like it possibly could be the offlane if you got Pango mid and then support Silencer and Rubik. It certainly looks like they're still looking for a POS 1 here from Xtreme. So the last phase bans for T1 be banning 1s. Just whether T1 wants to grab their 1 right now and not save it for that last phase. I think...
Extreme Gaming's turn to
okay, so once again the Nature's Prophet, played by Cuckoo in game 1, and that worked very well for T1. So let's assume that it's a Cuckoo 3. That means it could actually be like mid-tiny, Earthshaker and Veno as supports. This is sort of how I'm seeing this line up at the moment. Yeah, this is looking more and more like a Thompson Tiny or an Ana Tiny. If they want to do a safe lane Tiny, I mean, it's sort of stepping out of the meta a lot. I expect to see 4 POS 1s for both teams in this last pick. That would be the logical move here. However, T1's drafts yesterday left logic out the window, and they lost. We'll have to wait and see. Beastmaster's being banned from Xtreme, so they are thinking... banning Beastmaster?
10 seconds remaining.
So they're thinking this Nature's Prophet is not being played by Cuckoo? That's an odd ban. That seems like they've got a particular read on this draft of T1. T1 banned the Faceless Void. And say, if no one banned that Faceless Void, I'm sure one of the teams were going to pick it up.
Seconds remaining. T1's turn to ban.
And Necro banned as well, so need to remove the sustained push. Xtreme are just worried that T1 are going for an all-in push strat at the moment, where they get a Beastmaster or a Necro, combine it with the Nature's Prophet and the Veno, and they just sort of go hit towers with relative safety, Plague Wards, Boars, and controlled units, Treants. that's sort of what they're concerned about. But I don't think that that's the draft from T1. I think that's an incidental bonus that they have Treants and Plague Wards to try and push down towers. But I don't think it's the be-all and end-all of their draft. I think T1's draft is actually looking quite rounded at the moment. They've got a lot of stun. You've got some nice slow, good long damage in fights. They've got good global potential. Good pick-off. They're just sort of looking for a POS 1 to pull it all together. And that's why I'm just a little bit confused by these extreme bans. Oh, actually Lone Druid is banned by T1. I mean, they don't want to be Lone Druid themselves. It was still actually in the... that's a good call. Because Xtreme banned Lone Druid in Game 1. They haven't banned it here, which would indicate that maybe they're looking to get it themselves. So that's a heads-up ban there from T1 to get rid of that Lone Druid.
5 seconds remaining. T1's turn to pick.
And their pick, Spectre. They're global. They have their own global potential to be able to move around the map with the Haunt and possibly the Shadow Step if the Aghanim Scepter comes online at one point. And T1 will now have to show their hand, what they have remaining. They only got 15 seconds reserve time.
5 seconds remaining.
I think this is Hudge? No, Slark. Yeah, it's an Ana hero. Yeah. I'm not seeing how Xtreme Gaming were thinking that that last pick was going to be an offlaner. So it's a Topson Tiny, Kuku on the Prophet, Zephyr, and Whitemon on the Sports of Veno and Shaker. And then Xtreme Gaming, they have Lu on the Spectre, POS 1, Old 11 will be the offlane Death Prophet, PYW on the Rubik, POS 4, DY on the 5 Silencer, and Paparazzi on the mid Pango. I'm still a little concerned by this first pick, a Silencer from Xtreme Gaming. It didn't seem warranted. Particularly when you first pick it. It's not like it's being contested. Silencer hasn't been a contested hero. So you sort of waste a first pick on the Silencer instead of potentially getting something else. And you could have picked up that Silencer later in the draft. There would have been no contest for it. The only reason we see Silencer is when Enigma comes out. So, yeah, that's slightly confusing. With my eyes, at least. We'll have to see what impact this Silencer has on the game. And with Game 1 already going to T1, we will be seeing how this one goes. I mean, T1 would love to clean up this series 2-0.
Prepare for battle.
We do our predictions. Okay, so both teams moving out to this bottom side of the map. Whitemon plants a ward. Treant will come through and do a little bit of scouting. See, Old 11 was under the cover of smoke and potentially... Let's see if they can get a first blood here. But both teams are generally very aware at this level 1 stage where the other team is at. But when you place a ward here and you don't see anyone, you place a ward here and you don't see anyone, you know, it sort of indicates that they are in this circle. And you can see the pink circle drawn there by Lou, saying, yeah, this is where they're at. But they're not showing anywhere else. So one of the things I love about ward vision, and I think is not realized by a lot of people, oh, they just planted right on top, is that, you know, when you don't see someone under a ward, that gives you as much information as if you did see them, because it's telling you where they're not, and there's only certain amount of space on a Dota map. So it looks like the runes will go 2 and 2, and we'll head to our lane. So in the mid lane, we have Topson on the Tiny, playing up against Paparazzi on Pangolier. In the safe lane for T1, actually looks like Cuckoo is coming down to the safe lane, doing a little bit of a lane switch. The Cuckoo in the safe lane for T1 be against PYW on the Rubik and Lu on the Spectre, so they're switching the lanes with them. At the moment, in the top lane. T1 have sent 3. Maybe trying to get a first blood. Whitemon series stopped the wave. Ana on the Slark, as well as Zephyr on the Veno. DY, the Silencer, and Old 11 on the Death Prophet are here as well. I think they can get first blood on Silencer if they manage to get the Gale off on him. I think he's actually going for Old 11. And they come. Whitemon has a stun as well available, just as long as he's on the right side of the stun. They should get it off. There it is. And this will be a stack for Ana. First blood plus an Essence Shift stack. And that's the perfect start for this Slark in the off lane. Now, are they going to hang around up in this top area? Maybe. I mean, Cuckoo's pretty good at the moment. The waves underneath his tower. The creeps are going to be pushing in. He's just trying to do some active denying here. Look at that. Even if it's just pushing the wave in a little bit more. Gets the range grab. I mean, Cuckoo is perfectly happy down in this bottom lane. He's 5 and 3. In fact, as a solo laner, he's top CS, 5 and 3. So this bottom lane is going excellently. And now they're switching. I mean, it's a lot easier to switch when you have an H's Prophet. You can just TP around. And I mean, I'm not even sure that that was the right call to make. So Ana has run his way, or TP bottom rather. And looks like the change is going to happen. DY comes down as well. I mean, this lane was going really well. I don't think T1 actually had to force any changes here. Okay, no level in Dark Pack just yet, so that's going to be a lot of damage. The level 2 on the Silencer. That's what I'm saying. Top lane was a lot safer for this Slark. Now Cuckoo's up here against solo Old 11, and it's a tri-lane bottom, so they just turned their tri-lane against themselves. Ana's just being scared back. I mean, he's had a perfect start, and now not so much. There's a lot of kill potential against Old 11 with the Slark, not so much with the Cuckoo Prophet. I mean, the blocks are going to come out. Keep him in there. A bit more damage. Double Enchant Totem. The block's still happening. Can they get a kill? Ana actually dies bottom. Gets a trade kill Silencer. They're diving underneath the tower, but top lane, like, Old 11 will make it out. One more. Right click the wand. Put him on the wrong side of the fissure. Yeah, I mean, I have to question the lane switch they made here for T1. Top lane was great. I don't think there would have been any issues there. I mean, Ana's committed now. He's TP back bottom. He didn't decide to go top. Venus Gale. Zephyr's level 3, actually. Level 2 in the Gale. Ana clicking away with the counts as well. We'll just start to turn around onto PYW. It's not too bad now. Now that the Silencer DY has gone top, and actually he's trapped in, will cut himself out. Fissure will block him, and this will be a dead Silencer. Cuckoo just cleaning that one up with the blocks on the Treants. The micro. You love to see it. The middle lane. Hobson's just going for a bit of a wander underneath the towers. Bottom, they've got the leash onto PYW, and this will be a kill. Another stack for Ana. 3 permanent agility now, so yeah, I think with the silence, if they just tri-lane this Slark bottom, he would have been fine, but that would have sacked the Death Prophet at top. It's some interesting movements early game for both teams here. I think T1 had the advantage and they changed up and it didn't go well for them, and now Xtreme Gaming had the advantage and they changed up and it's not going well for them. So I think at the moment now it's probably fairly evened out. Paparazzi does have the bottle. Thompson bottle as well. Runes not spawning for another minute and a half, so they'll have to do with the regen they have. DY is now back bottom, so they're tri-laning this again. Top lane, Old 11's in trouble. Being blocked up by the Treants. Is there a stun? No, but Enchant Totem just might be enough. And yeah, there's no sticks to get out of there. No wands. No wands, no tangos to get out of there. Or a Quelling Blade. This is lift. Actually, they've got the damage here. He's got no TP. Zephyr's just trying to make as much space as possible. He might just deny himself to a neutral. That's the plan. He's going to the Ancient Camp. Kill me, please. Quick. And you get the deny, yeah. So a lot of wasted time for PYW and for DY there. All the while, Slark's getting free time against a Spectre, and Slark's going to be happy to take that trade. I mean, that's actually insane amount of space. To have the 2 supports on this bottom lane, chasing after that Veno that actually just gets denied. I mean, it couldn't be much better for Ana on this bottom lane. Whitemon is chasing. There's a TP coming in from Cuckoo. PYW is going to be blocked up by the Nature's Treants. There is a stun, but I'm not sure it'll be enough. Yeah, that lift was enough just to save PYW in that situation. Bottom lane, Spectre does go down anyway. With that level 2 in the Gale and 2 in the Sting. It's a lot of tick damage. Got 4 permanent agility on this Slark already. This is... It actually goes into Thompson, and that's the damage enough! With the Avatos combo and the fissure off to the side. I mean, that was optimistic. Cuckoo's here too. TP coming in. This is Spectre. Spectre's here in the mid lane. Wants to try and get a dagger out onto Cuckoo. They'll get the D ward. Cuckoo will just TP away, and it'll be enough. I guess there's no stuns. Once that lift is used, and it's a long cooldown at level 1, 28 seconds. Even level 4 is a long cooldown, 24. Between the Spectre and the Silencer, they don't have a stun. In fact, it's not many stuns at all to the side of Xtreme Gaming. This draft, they started with the first pick Silencer. Death Prophet doesn't bring any stuns. Rubik just has the 1. And it's long cooldown. Silencer has no stuns. Spectre has no stuns. It's just the Pengo, really, with the roll. That's it. That's the stuns that Xtreme Gaming are bringing to this situation. And you've got a Slark with only really one genuine stun or decent lockdown with the roll. He's going to have a ball of a game. He's already got 3 levels in the Dark Pact. We'll be able to transition to farming the jungle really easily. And there's his level 6, so he's not going to be zoned out of here at all. Look at this. It's just bodying Lu. Pulls the creeps back this way. We got the flag bearer. That's the important one. Double gold for that. Don't miss it. There it is. Double gold. Odd 11 level 6. So he has got some space underneath this tower. 7 minutes in. Feeling pretty good about himself. Mid lane. Could be some action occurring. Thompson low on mana. They're not really in fighting shape at the moment. Whitemon was committing on the rune to deny it. And it meant they went 3 top, and Thompson just grabbed a DD bottom, and actually he's feeling like he can get a kill here. Ooh, stands underneath the tower. Shows his positioning. DD is active, although it's very hard to actually see that on him. There's a DD buff on him visually, but like on the status bar, but oh, this is a dead silencer. Yeah, that's a dead silencer with the DD. That's not anything to muck around with. Actually, Paparazzi's got to be careful with the Wrath of Nature coming through as well. Bottom lane, Ana is on top of Spectre. We'll just pop the ultimate. And Old 11, you got to be careful. Ana might just eat you as well. He's got out of Dark Reef Prison, and he's looking to make the most of it. Hobson running across. UIW is in trouble with the poison ticking him, slowing him down. That's going to be another stack for Ana. And this is going to be another one. Oh my goodness. 7 permanent agility. 9 minutes in. It doesn't get much better for a Slark. This is actually what dreams are made of right here. At the Falcon Blade, Treads, working on the Diffusal next, and +7 permanent. Mid lane Thompson working on the blink. Actually, Fidge's gonna come out. That'll be a toss. Won't be enough damage. A fair bit though. Paparazzi's holding onto the roll. Throws the tree. Paparazzi will be forced to swashbuckle over the edge. Ana's down the top lane. He's relocated top. He wants to now farm this area of the jungle. There is a ward here. So you'll know that there is ward around somewhere. Spectre, ulti, bottom, Haunt. TP out from Cuckoo. It is cancelled. And Cuckoo and Zephyr will go down. Meanwhile, the final tick damages gets PYW from the Veno. Exorcism has been used in this bottom lane. Tier 1 tower will be under a little bit of threat, although... No? They're not going to push the tower with the Exo. Interesting. I thought that would have been some nice, good damage on that bottom tower with the Exo running, but now Exo is going to expire. There it goes now. And that tier 1 tower is still standing nice and strong. Thompson's invisible here. Actually gets hit with the ult. Doesn't think he has enough damage to take down ult 11. He is level 8. Level 8 on level 8. Not maxed out toss yet. Instead, he sees the Spectre. This is the target. Thompson with the priorities. He's coming in. Avalanche tossing him back underneath the tower. There's Whitemon with the follow-up stun. Gonna try and get over the fissure into the trees, and it might just be enough to save him. Is there a Cuckoo teleporting in? No, there isn't. So he'll TP out. And that's decent enough anyway. You don't kill the Spectre, but you force him to TP home. Use their TP. They don't have Haunt for 100 and for 105. They're not farming on the map. They have to walk their way back out. So it's pretty demoralizing for Lu on this Spectre. Sometimes you feel like it's even better to die. You would get the free TP, you get the refill. TP is not on cooldown. Yeah, sometimes it isn't better to die, but it's not terrible in some cases. Because they don't get anything out of him living there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
PYW looking to get towards the meta boots and maybe an Ethelens after that. Good to disassemble those down. See how he goes. He just wants the mana to support his team at the moment. DY, not yet level 6, and it doesn't look like he's getting there anytime soon with a raging Thompson coming through and the Wrath of Nature clipping as well. That's one dead silencer. And this is what you get when you pick a POS 5 silencer. He doesn't have stunts. He can't just stun or hold or stop the Tiny from running at him there. He just dies bottom lane. And Spectre, he's being caught. No Haunt. And tossing the tree. And that's just dead. Whitemon picks it up with the fissure. And now with the Nature's Prophet with the Treants, this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane probably won't be living for too much longer.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The hunt's maybe on. Whitemon is in the area. Has an Echo Slam. Level 6. Check to see if there's any wards up on that high ground. Wherever Thompson is, probably going to be action occurring. Blink is being flown out, I believe. Is that the Blink Dagger? Yes, it is. Blink and Clarity. So Thompson's going to be on the hunt very quickly. Ult 11. Exo is ready. They want to try and maybe take this tier 1 tower bottom. This could be an error. Spell Steal. There's no global yet. This is the concern. I think if you want to take this fight, you need level 6 on DY. G'day, it's Vodka. Welcome into the stream. Okay, that's Wrath of Nature actually stolen. That's a decent steal there from PYW. So, do T1 want to defend this tower? Cuckoo's still hanging around like they might wish to. No, they're going top lane. They kill the Spectre and might just even take the push onto the tier 2. Yeah, you want to push out tier 1? We can push it tier 2. We can take your whole jungle, pressure your side of the map, and kill your POS 1. Mid lane. Tower's under threat. Exo will be expiring. Thompson blinks in and finds the Rubik. He just gets destroyed. Ana is level 11. You got the defusal yet? Yes, he does. Ana is huge at the moment. 7.3k net worth. Exo is gone. Paparazzi thinking about the roll. Hasn't got defusal himself yet. Thompson, he's charging in. Wants to find another catch. He's large and in charge. With the blink, maxed out toss and avalanche. Fairy's trinket as well, actually, just to boot. The reduced mana cost on that is really, really nice for the Tiny. Tiny's mana pool is pretty small, only 543 at level 10, so there's actually some stacks. Last game, game 1, T1 will manage to yoink XG stacks, and they might do the same again. Ooh, Ava. Toss doesn't quite connect on the Spectre, but look at Lu. He's just forced to run back to base probably. He's on no HP. He doesn't have regen. Probably just needs to go home. There is a Haunt available. It's so hard for XG to take a fight right now. 16-4 in favor of T1. You can see that the net worth just is growing in their favor. Ana, level 12 now, working down the Aghanim Scepter. He's almost halfway there, actually. A couple more last hits and he will be halfway to the Ags. And Cuckoo, this offlane Nature's Prophet, Cuckoo playing it, it seems to be working well for T1. Maybe this is a hero that they need to keep picking and maybe force teams to start banning it. Scouting at Paparazzi. Don't know if he can get the kill here, particularly when Roll is online. I think he just wants the creeps. We'll just show now here. Paparazzi. Hopefully move back mid lane. Toss catches the Rubik again with the Fissure setup. In the jungle, Zephyr is just holding them back. Throws out a Gale. Has the Poison Sting. Paparazzi comes in. Roll will come out. Zephyr looking to be in a lot of trouble here. And with a couple of rolls and a Spectral Dagger coming through, this pesky little venomous snake beast monster thing is sent back to the grave for a little bit of time. On the hunt though is Topson, and DY will just die as well. Topson has the invisibility rune, but with the Exo being popped and they're all on top of him, he will die. Tries to deal a little bit of damage, and look at that, even the toss up into the air onto 2 will get the job done. Old 11 popping the Exo. I mean, yeah, get the kill on the Tiny, but you really don't want to use Exo for one kill. They'll use it to try and get the stacks. And this is important. They can't let these stacks fall to T1 again. And so they get a little more value out of this Exo, taking the stacks. Paparazzi has the Diffusal online. Spectre, though, bottom of the net worth, 5.5k net worth, still no Manta. Wants to really get to Manta, maybe even Manta Aghanim Scepter with the Shadow Step. Got to move around the map quickly, try and make some plays with the Pango. But it's this 5 Silencer again. We've got a Global online, 3 Fluffy Hats. He just wants to live. He's the boy who wants to live. What's that? Bonus 375 health on this Silencer? I don't think that saves you from the Tiny combo. I think you still die. Like, regardless of the hats, I think you still die to a blink Tiny. Finding Topson, bottom lane. I mean, you don't die to the blink Tiny if you're the one initiating onto him. Topson's being caught out. Blink Dagger is being cancelled, and the Roll, Paparazzi will come through and clean up. Zephyr, Vladimir's offering online. No Spirit Vessel this game. It was a really, really good last game. Had lots of impact, the Spirit Vessel. There's no Morphling this game, but it's still decent against Death Prophet and Spectre to have that Spirit Vessel. I'm surprised that they're not actually getting a Spirit Vessel on someone, or at least an Urn. An Urn is always value to have on a team. So this surprises me. I mean, it's a lot of health. Does he get a health talent at 10? No, he doesn't. Maybe it's good against the Slark, but I mean, actually stolen as the global stolen Avalanche. They might actually get Ana. He's gonna die. DY with the bait, the triple fluffy hats. There it is. He would have died without the triple fluffy hats. So there it is. Justified. You live against the Ana Slark a little bit longer, and you get the kills. There you go. Doubting the triple fluffy hats. That's got the job done. It might not save him from the Tiny, but it probably will save him a little longer against the Slark. So it's not just Tiny that he's worried about. Tiny has the bottle with the illusion, so nice little dispel on demand there when he needs it. And only 1,300 gold away from the Aghanim Scepter, the tree volley. BKB on old 11. If he gets caught in the avalanche, he might not have a chance to get it off. 3-man smoke. They're looking. See if they can find. This here as well. Will be scouted out. Not under the effect of some vision. That wood will go down. There's Lou coming in. Where are they looking? Exo is popped. They're trying to get on top of Whitemon. He's just trying to TP up with the blink there from Paparazzi, and the roll will be enough. slowly but surely, Xtreme Gaming are making their way back into this. I mean, they're committing ultimates, but they're getting some jobs done. I think they're just holding it closely together so that Tiny can't keep picking them off. You can see that Topson really hasn't found any kills in the last couple of minutes. It could be that he's just looking to farm up this Aghanim Scepter before he makes any more moves. But it has been that, look, they're sort of all moving together. They're no longer sitting alone. That will mean that the XP is dipping a bit. Although no, both XP and gold are both coming back in the favor of Xtreme Gaming. Global is online again. Triple Fluffy Hat plus the Bracer. Silencer understands what he's doing. Meanwhile, Roche, though, there's no Haunt available, no roll, and this is just free. With the Treants to tank, Ana will come in and claim that up. He's level 15 with the Ags. This is... Yes, Xtreme Gaming are clawing their way back, but I don't know if it's enough. Ana is now pretty much unstoppable on this Slark. With an Aquila as well. Catapult. This catapult will die from the glyph. Bottom lane, PYW is just pushing in his own tower, but with no creeps to tank for the catapult, it will just die pretty quickly. PYW has the... Oh, it's just been... It's expired. He had the pounce. Not exactly the spell you want on a Rubik. Maybe more for escaping rather than going in. 3-man smoke. From Xtreme Gaming. Trying to catch Ana. He's got the Aegis. Maybe try and kill him once. The issue with the global here is if he gets the Dark Pact off before the global connects, then that would just be immediately dispelled. And working on a BKB as well next. So if he has the BKB and the Dark Pact, it's very hard for him to be locked down. The 70 Dark Pact damage, 0.5 Dark Pact cooldown. 6k lead now against T1. With that Aegis, they're controlling the map. Zephyr, who did the most damage for his team as a Veno in game 1, is starting to get some items together. You can see he's top of the net worth in terms of the supports. And he'll slowly just, if there's long fights, and Slark wants to take long fights, this Zephyr Veno, he's going to have a 4-staff, got the Vladimir's offering, Poison Sting's maxed out, Plague Wards are almost there now. Level 2 will be coming up on the Nova. Oh, there's the Tree Volley. They're getting it on the Spectre. Ana will get stunned up. Global Silence doesn't yet have the BKB, but an Aegis is available. Topson's actually been rolled and caught on the backline with the chain lockdown. Ana trying to get away. Exo is chasing. Zephyr has an ultimate. BKB committed now onto Whitemon, and the Ghost will eat him apart. He tries to TP out. Ana still trying to get a bit of a fight happening. He's been found in the trees. He is TPing and will make his way out. That was against an Aegis there. Xtreme Gaming took that fight. Topson had the tree volley, tried to get the jump onto Lu, and he's tankier than he thought. 4 levels in dispersion, Manta available. You know, you can't underestimate the tankiness of a Spectre. Going for a Basher into Ags. Lu's not mucking around. He knows what he wants, and he's not backing down on it. He wants to be able to haunt around the map constantly. He needs to have constant pressure. We have kill terrain. There's the tree volley and the avalanche. Won't be enough damage. It's actually a little bit underwhelming. Zephyr might be able to get... Oh, there's a toss. Yeah, you can't get out of there. Toss will be done, and all 11 will go down. Cuckoo. TP's in from the side. Ana, are they just keeping it alive? I mean, is that a self-heals? And so he kept himself alive there for Ana to come and get the permanent stack. Ana now with 9 permanent stacks in 24 minutes, so he's feeling very strong. Because the Silencer did die top during that little engagement. Needed our 4 eyes to be looking around everywhere. Top tier 2 looks like it will fall now as well. Cuckoo's on it. And the map control is shrinking for Xtreme Gaming. Are they getting any items soon that are going to make a difference? Aghanims is a long way away still for Paparazzi, 3k gold. DY is not really getting anything. He's got the Fairy's Trinket for the plus health as well. PYW blinks out of the base, tries to get the lift. Unfortunately for him, there was no one else to punish that movement. Oh, Blue, he's used the Manta. It's down in 10 seconds. The smoke is coming through the triangle. If they see him show underneath this ward, not quite in range at the moment. They see the dagger though. They're going to see this dagger and ping it out potentially. Or no, they're coming back middle. They don't want to find onto old 11. Ana has the Skadi instead of the BKB actually. Fissure to follow up. There's a secondary pounce. They're trying to kill old 11. BKB has been used. Holding onto the Exo. Doesn't want to die with Exo being used. Does make it up to the high ground. Blue did hold on to the Haunt the entire time. Didn't use it. When you're playing against a Spectre, you really want to catch the Spectre, not the team. Oh, scan. Cheeky little scan. He's going to catch Ana running down here. And Lou is off the map. He is out of here. He's cheeky little scan. And whoo, dagger into the trees. See you later. So it was, in fact, the Skadi for Ana, not the BKB. Still got the BKB queued up there. He's saying at some point the BKB is good. But I think the Shard. I think the Shard is the next one I want. As that carry, you want to hold off getting the BKB as long as possible, but you hold off as long as possible, maybe you won't have it when you need it. Zephyr is in the middle of the whole team of Xtreme Gaming. He's wandered up this high ground, and yeah, that's actually a gem. He had the gem, so that's actually really huge. He was sort of wandered up there pretty much alone. Didn't have the support of his team. Thompson, only level 14. Does have the Crystallis now. So Tree Volley will start to deal a bit more with that inbuilt crit. Catapult will deal a fair bit of damage here. That's one hit. Count with me. 2 hits. Mid lane, actually. They're going in on the death profile. Old 11 pops the BKB. I think they had the damage. I think if Ana hits, that he's dead. Potentially even a Tree Volley being thrown across as well. Yeah. Tree Volley was ready. I think that was a dead Death Prophet. There was no way he should be able to TP out there. I think Cuckoo has the damage with the Silver Edge. Can't be underestimated. He hits hard. 200 damage plus a bit of crit. Fast attacking. QRW getting a little bit of XP on this top lane, but they'll TP back to try and defend this. Ana doesn't have BKB. Be careful. That's stolen. That's stolen Plague Wards. He's a stolen Plague Ward. Only level 3 though, not level 4, so it's not as bad as it could be. DD on Tiny. Oh, DD with the Tree Volley and the crit. This is scary. They find him. There's the Tree Volley. He's actually just going to kill the Pangolier off the bat, and now he blinks in as well and takes out the Rubik. Exorcism will be popped, but I don't think it's enough. Haunt comes out. Lou, you're in the middle of the fight. Tiny will go down. Thompson will pay for the assassination that he gave, but that's Exo and Haunt used, and just for the price of your mid. Oh my, the fissure into Tree Volley with the DD and the Crystallis. And now he's almost got the Daedalus ready as well. I mean, what do Xtreme Gaming do now? They can't defend this tier 2. Exo used, no Haunt. Global is still available. In fact, Global was ready the entire time. I mean, that's the sort of damage this Tree Volley from the Tiny is able to dish out now that he's got the crit. I mean, that was crit and DD, but it's going to be pretty much that once he gets the full Daedalus. A fissure into Tree Volley equal death for Pangolier. That was, I think, unexpected. Morning, Dante Garland. Welcome in. Do they see the Spectre? Team's coming across to help him. No Haunt. Basher is ready. Now working on the Shadow Step himself. Shadow Step will be really important for the side of Xtreme Gaming. Just be able to be able to fight around a timing that isn't Haunt. Ana is looking. Hunting. Things are coming out. And there is no Exo. And there's the tree volley. Global is used. And that's your global silence. It's gone. So no more global. No Haunt for 57. This could just be a high ground push. Or just uber control. I mean, there's a Roche. So I think that's an absolutely free Roche. There's nothing that the Xtreme can do to contest this at all. 20 now on the Slark, +1 agility gain. He's got 9 permanent. Yeah, they can't contest this. If they go and contest this, this is just a lost game. So, free Roshan. We're going to see the Shard possibly go to Tiny. White one's already got his. Don't be greedy. Give it to a support. Give it to a support. No. No. Ana will take the shard himself. I mean, it's good. It's a good shard. It's not a bad shard. But, you know, I'm sure Veno or Zephyr would have liked to have that shard, you know. Get the latent toxicity. I'm sure Ana would have farmed the shard in a moment anyway. So we are in game, for those just joining the stream, we're in game 2 between Xtreme and T1. T1 were able to take game 1 in a long one. And I think probably surprising a lot of people. And now we're here in game 2 of this group stage. Xtreme are down 23 to 13, 13k net worth lead. And T1 are just looking like a different team than what they were yesterday. In particular, the drafts are just a lot more on point. The 2 drafts they've had today, just a lot safer, a lot more sort of easily to execute. Makes sense. And they've seemed like they have a plan in the games. This Cuckoo offlane Prophet has been really good. No silence this game, but going more for the man up build. Got the BKB into the Skadi. Whitemon still doesn't have Blink. In fact, is he sending Blink out? Is he going 4-staff instead of Blink? Got an Ether Lens?
The seeds of fortune.
Okay. No, just some woods coming out. They just got Ether Lens, Shard. Looking for a 4-staff. Doesn't feel like he needs the Blink this game. I mean, Blink Earthshaker is one of those things that you sort of feel like should always be thought about. Ana looking for it. The Blink away. Paparazzi being hunted. Find him. No, not quite in the trees. He's just far enough away. While that's happening, though, the Veno does die on the top side. The Shadow Step. So Shadow Step is online. So the Spectre is now is a killing machine. 20 seconds, Shadow Step will be ready. They can make moves. The issue is, there's a little bit of an anti-synergy with this team. You know, Shadow Step is low cooldown. 40 seconds, that's the Haunt being used. Global. Will save. In comes the roll. Ana. As the Aegis, I'm not sure that they can actually kill him. They might be able to kill his team, though. On the back lines. Oh, the catch, actually! And the tree volley. There goes Bengalir. The ulti as well with the BKB PYW. Oh, you stepped out of your base a little too far, Xtreme. You got the Earthshaker, but at what cost? And in they go. Double. There's another tree volley on top. BKB. It's not going to save you from the physical damage. Ana gets the last hit. There is no buyback. And Spectre, you've got another tree volley on you. And Ana cleans up again. Oh, it's an arcane Thompson and that tree volley. Cooldown 9.5 seconds. Bang, 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 and the Rax is falling. Someone hit it, please. Mid lane is coming in. Cuckoo with some more treants. And the glyph will come out. Salves. Keeping people online. Gem is back in Zephyr's hands. And this game too is running quickly. There it is again. Boss, Avalanche. Our roll is there. We'll try and control up. Flyback from the silencer, but he doesn't have global at the moment. Thompson potentially gone a little deep. Although, talking about deep, Ana is past the tier 4s. Fissure does collect onto Paparazzi. Ana's just walking around tanking all the tower hits at the moment. There's a gem there. He's trying to pick it up. I don't have space. There he is. Cuckoo grabs it. He actually might be caught. Does make his way out. So, with that, effectively 2 racks being taken. It is just arranged. It won't heal up. And all for the cost of just the Veno. 26k net worth lead now. They still have Aegis. It's 30 seconds. And Ana's using it with the TP in from Cuckoo. There's the Shadow Step onto Cuckoo behind. But I think it's just to try and save his friend. But PYW, you might be dying yourself. And Ana's into the base. Here we go. Chasing him down. He has it. There's a bash. He gets it. And that's a dead Death Prophet. Silencer goes down as well. Thompson's in the middle of the fight. Port will be used, but for no effect. This game is slipping further and further away. Buyback on PYW. Roll will be used on the top side. They get a kill on the Veno. TP out from Cuckoo. Actually cancels it. Goes invisible because reinforcements are on the way. Ana's here. Blue will get back up to the high ground. Echo committed. The Spectre, he can't get away. He's got a buyback. I'm not sure it's worth anything at the moment. Pangolier trying to get away from Ana, but the tree boss comes in again. The volley, it's on point, and GG, well played, is called. 2-0 to T1 against Xtreme Gaming. T1 have just turned Group B on its head.